So Mike from Love Island commits suicide and passes away, and Montana breaks down.
How's it going, girl? Like, how are you? And I didn't reply.
Listen, you can't possibly know. And as you said yourself, that that you thought he was in a better place.
Absolutely.
You thought he was getting there, so you couldn't know.
Hey guys, it's Ram Raleigh. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. So over the past day or two, it's been released that Mike, who was on a Love Island season that just went past, unfortunately passed away. There are numerous stories going around as to what has happened. And somebody said there were some reports that his body was found dead in the woods, but now they're saying in North London that he was hanged. He hanged himself and he committed suicide because obviously he had a lot of issues going on. Montana obviously went and spoke on a particular show this morning, and she expressed how he had debts, he wasn't getting as many gigs, it was rubbing off everything from Love Island, and he had stuff to do, he had stuff to pay off, and debts can be very stressful, and he just had a lot going on at the time. And she becomes to get very guilty because she feels like there was that particular day where she just did not reply to his message, and had she replied, perhaps things could have been different. That's just how she's thinking, which obviously led to her breaking down and crying, because when you don't expect something to happen, that's when it's shock value, especially when somebody's having a rough time. They get better and you feel like, okay, the whirlwind has passed, but the next thing you know, it creeps back up on them from nowhere, either because of reoccurring situations that happen, or because people lament a lot, or because people just think there's no end sight, let me just do it, and next thing you know, there's no one around them at that time. It's actually disgustingly sad. Male suicide is it's very high. It's the biggest killer for people under 45, which is why whenever I feel and I get these bouts, I always, these bouts of suicide here and there, which happens, I always just talk about it, because I feel like men especially find it very hard to be in touch with their emotional side. They find it very hard to just have a conversation, to be as transparent as possible, because I feel like we all as humans need to, I want to say communicate, but in this day and age, you can communicate with somebody and they still won't listen to you. They're just listening to what they want to hear. Sheer, clean, hardcore, grounded communication between two people is what we need between people, because people don't listen to people in this day and age. When they come to you, they've come to you with a conclusive generalization of what you've already said. And that in itself builds a subconscious barrier, so you don't even begin to listen or understand. It's actually very sad. And for this to happen to Mike, it was just a massive shock. He isn't the first person from this show, he is the second, I believe. I'm not sure if the other girl committed suicide, she passed away, I can't actually remember. But it really has shocked a lot of people. Chris spoke about it as well, he was dating that girl from The Only Way Is Essex, I think she was from, and it really has just taken everyone aback, because you don't expect it. And when you don't expect it, it's the worst. Suicide is high, especially amongst men. It's disgusting, it's sad, but people go through it because a lot of people around them are abusive. And when people are abusive, everybody coddles and enables the abusive person because they don't want to face that, which in theory, I understand, but can also be seen as cowardly, and they become confused and lost. And people like this are saying they're suicidal, they're saying they're in pain, they're saying they're in this. People don't want to listen. And then when something happens and someone's in hospital, someone's hanged themselves, everybody now plays the shocked card. It's just sad. It's a very sad, just bleak world we're living in right now at this point of time. So much is going on. And, for this to happen to Mike, condolences to his family, and, for Montana to be breaking down, to be in that position where you feel upset because you felt like you could not have, you felt like you could have done far more than what you've done. That's what normally happens when somebody randomly commits suicide. You think, oh, I could have just sent that extra message. I could have replied. I could have just done this. I could have just that. I could have. Past tense. As past tense, beloved. Like, do it when the person is alive and is going through stuff. It only takes a second to send a message. Check up on someone. Find out how they're doing. How they're coping. That's all you need to do. Like, people just find it. And everybody gets swallowed up in their own world, but these things don't take that long. But, it's a very sad situation, man, and it's just disgusting. It's just condolences, because this is just crazy. And now there's a conversation sparking saying, should Love Island have this mental health kind of system to support people who leave the show. Now, some people are saying that ITV, you know, aren't really responsible for people's mental health. They decided to come on the show. They were approached. They signed the contracts. They came on the show. But me personally, I feel like I would always be in support of any type of system that says we are here to give you mental health support. Whether it be a show, whether it be something else, if it can prevent someone's death, then I feel like that should be definitely placed where they have a helpline, or they have some type of place where you go check in once a month and you get to talk to people from that show, like some kind of like, you know, string or circle that's linked to it at least, because these things can't keep happening. And it's just especially for, you know, especially for people where you think everything's going well, you know, a good looking guy, he's running the shows, got all the followers, whatever, apparently he's in debt can be a massive stress, you know, and you know, he's not getting the gigs and everything, like it just whirlwinds, and then you just think, like, this is the easiest pathway for me. Let me just do it. Let me just get a rope and just, because it's just the easiest pathway, all my problems are gone. It's like, people don't want to commit suicide. They just want to stop hurting. That's all they want to do. And when they feel that there's no end sight for their pain and it continuously happens, then they feel they have to commit suicide because they just want to just finish the pain. They want it to stop. That's all they want. Pain to stop, because it keeps coming at you from different ways and manners. Therefore, you need to properly think and find ways for that pain to stop yourself. Validation within yourself, love within yourself, healthy coping mechanisms within yourself, you know, to create these barriers that we need to create for ourselves. Because really and truly, you could have every single person holding your hand, left, right, top and bottom and center, saying we're here to help you, we're here to support you, but child, you ain't getting across that bridge with them. You have to go there on your own 2 feet, on your own 2 arms. Everything that you have to get to A to B on your own. You need to create these barriers as people, and you know, we can create these barriers by people around us helping us, communicating, whether it be a therapist, whether it be friends, whether it be family, XYZ, if everybody has, you know, these supportive units to create these barriers to prevent such situations so that you can get to that place on your own. You know, it's sad. It's truly sad. But let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on my Instagram, please, Murad_Muradi. I would massively appreciate it. And definitely follow me on my Instagram and just comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And I'll definitely catch you guys soon.